Hey, I'm Dave Fannin with the Body Form Personal Training, Fitness Bootcamps. And I was speaking to a group this last Saturday, and today is January 2nd. And last Saturday, I was talking to a group of corporate weight loss competitors about getting into shape. And their goals over the next 8 weeks is to lose 20 to 30 pounds. And that's my job to make that happen. And so what I told them that the most important thing was for them to show up, and that being the keystone habit that they would have to develop to get where they want to be. And this small thing, this power of showing up, works at all times. There's a couple years ago that I was working with an in-home client, and she said what she liked about me was that I always showed up, and that's why she hired me. And I was a little confused at first, and what she told me was that they had gone through a string of different coaches and trainers that just couldn't show up. They just would show up 1 or 2 times and then not come back or not call or not follow up. And even though this client had the means and the intention to keep working out, with a coach and pay and get results forever, they just couldn't do it. And I had won that client by default. And what I've learned over time is that this law is really universal, and it applies to work and fitness and pretty much anything. That when you show up, you're going to be beating 99% of the competition. People just can't seem to do it. So that's your advantage, and it works in everything. At the end of the day, it just works, because when I sit down and I have a new client, and they'll ask me, they'll say, what's the difference between those people that are successful and that aren't? What's the key? And I said, you just have to show up. And if you continue to show up, you will get success. You will win by default over time. And it just works. And the people that don't show up, they don't succeed. And it's the key. And it seems very simple, but you'd be surprised at how many very smart people get this wrong and can't figure out why it's not working. So show up. It's January 2nd, brand new year. If you can work on that habit, just walking into the door each time. And it's not going to be great workouts. Some days are going to be good. Some days are going to be bad. It doesn't matter. And one of my mentors, his name's Dan Kennedy, says, it's the most important thing is overcoming your own. The failure to act is much more the product of inner emotional resistance than external resistance. And you have to overcome your own story. Those things that you're telling yourself, your bad genes, your bad luck, the bad upbringing, and no money or no time or no way to get there. It's your internal resistance that you have to overcome much more than external resistance. It's your own story that you're telling yourself. So you have to focus in on overcoming that and getting to the door and showing up, and you will find success. And I look forward to talking to you a lot this next year, and I hope you have a great day, and I'll talk to you later.